Today we're working on this 2019 GMC Sierra. As you can see, it's in looking pretty rough shape. It's used and abused, been basically a work truck, all swirled up, pollened up, contaminated. So today we're trying out a new product from P&S. It is Triple S Slip Slide Shine. That's right, we're not doing any wrapping today. I'm definitely not a rapper, not dropping any hot bars on this one, but we're gonna see if Triple S has any alternative uses that can be effective in normal detailing. Slip, slide, shine sounds like a perfect clay lubricant to that of the P&S Reset towel. So I'm pretty positive, definitely gonna have to do some manual decontamination. So we're gonna go ahead and run the clay towel over our GMC to get it all decontaminated. After a crystal wash and wash process, we're gonna come in, hit it with that Triple S in our clay towel, see how it lubricates it, see how well it glides over the surface and helps us decontaminate. And then we're gonna use it as a drying aid with our drying towel. I think a solution like this could definitely come in handy in situations like this to provide excellent lubrication for the decontamination and the drying process. You know, I love Absolute as a drying aid and as a clay lubricant. But if this is, even more lubricating than for softer paints and that kind of deal, this could be a really big win. Now, we're definitely not worried about damaging this paint. It's damaged as it is, but I'm just saying in general, if this is a superior clay lubricant drying aid, this might come in handy for someone out there. So that's what we're checking out today is Triple S. First, we got to get this washed. So we're going to rinse off this pollen, apply some crystal wash, let it do its thing for a second, foam on, get this washed, and then we're going to get into the decontamination process with Triple S and our Reset towel. Let's check it out. For the bugs, I'm coming in with a little EnviroClean 4-to-1. It's been working really well. I think it's a more efficient version of Mud Buster to get in here and pre-treat citrus base, so a really powerful citrus cleaner. Let's squirt it on that. You can see how it's going straight to work on these bugs. Really, really good stuff. You can also pre-treat the lowers. That kind of deal. With some EnviroClean, I've been enjoying it. Now it is more effective to spray crystal wash on a dry surface, but we had such a thick layer of pollen, I wanted to go ahead and knock that off and let crystal wash work on more of the embedded contamination. So we'll let it do its thing a few minutes. Then I'm just gonna foam it down and wash right over top of it. All right, we got the Reset clay towel ready to go. You can still hear and feel, I can feel that contamination in the surface. So in a case like this where a vehicle's more contaminated, 2019, probably never been detailed, it's a work truck, crystal wash isn't gonna fully decontaminate it. Like I've said, most vehicles I see crystal wash does the job and acid shampoo does the job. Today we're gonna have to come in with a manual contamination. 2 sprays of Triple S, we got the Reset towel. We're gonna put it on there. And it is providing some excellent glide for the Reset towel for sure. You can see as we spread it out, it goes a long way. I also have some Absolute mixed up in our clay dilution, 2 sprays of that. We're going to invert our clay towel, put it on some Absolute. Ooh, there's some grit in this paint. But yeah, I would definitely say from the Absolute side, let's give it another spray of Triple S, working in direct sunlight here. To the Triple S side, Triple S is way more lubricating. Comparing side by side to the Absolute 128:1 clay dilution ratio, definitely Triple S definitely wins this one. Pretty cool. Spray some Triple S on the glass. I'm not sure the durability of the protection on this product. I'm thinking it's not very long, especially since we're putting it on hard surfaces instead of matte, instead of a vinyl wrap. So I'm thinking the protection really isn't going to be that significant. So a quick panel wipe, or you proceed with the polishing step, is going to easily knock this off. So I don't think that's a really big deal of leaving that protection that Triple S leaves behind. I don't think that's going to affect your paint correction or any protection step after this, especially if you follow up with a quick enhancement or a paint prep. And very quickly, as a drying aid, we're going to spritz our towel, a couple more spritzes on the panel, flip it over, and I mean really slick on the drying towel. That's actually really nice. I wasn't expecting to be this impressed. This is pretty nice. Let's go to the other side and spritz our Absolute. As you can see, the pollen is freaking terrible around here. Just has twigs and stuff flying all over the place. Let's get that stuff off. Now let's test it with Absolute, and it definitely, I mean, already Absolute's super nice, but Triple S is like double the lubrication for sure in my testing here. So now that we've dried this panel off, I'm just curious to see the protection that Triple S leaves behind. Of course, this is zero cure time and that kind of deal, but I don't think this is a curing type product. Anyway, it's just like a polymer protectant. So you can see you do get some nice water behavior. Over here on the Absolute side, you don't see any. So as you can see, it looks like it's just a very temporary protection. Just adds a little shine to the wraps that it was intended to be used for. It's not going to add that much protection to a painted surface, just slick it up a little bit. Now let's go around the GMC, finish claying this bad boy up, get it dried off, and then we'll wrap up with our final thoughts. And there you go, folks, Triple S and its alternative uses. Can it be used as a clay lubricant and a drying lubricant? Definitely it can, and it definitely excels at both of those jobs. Even on this heavily contaminated GMC, needed a thorough clay bar. We got it clayed real good. The paint's destroyed, but we're going to probably give it a quick enhancement with an all-in-one today. See if we can restore some gloss, put a little protection on there, that kind of deal. And using Triple S as our clay lubricant and drying aid definitely helped to reduce the amount of more swirls that we could inflict into the paint. But like we said, we're not really worried about this one. Besides using it in the wrap industry, it definitely has some alternative uses for normal detailing. It definitely smells amazing as well. So overall, super awesome all-around experience with Triple S Slip Slide Shine from P&S in conjunction with the Wrap Institute. Shout out to Justin Pate. So that's all I got for this one. Triple S, 2 thumbs up here. Really good, smells amazing. If you want some extra lubrication under that clay towel, extra lubrication under that drying towel, reach for some Triple S and give it a shot. Tell me what you think. I was very impressed that it was even slicker than Absolute. Cost-wise, Absolute's still the way to go, but Triple S, like I'm saying, if you want that extra added boost of lubrication, that extra slip and slide, check it out. PNSDetailProducts.com, promo Jamie10 will also save you some change. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Catch you on the next one.